Hey everybody, it's Tina Trevino for Latin Biz today, and we'll be talking about some great fall techniques for makeup. We'll be talking about trends for fall in makeup. We'll also be talking about the return of lipstick. How exciting is that now that we don't have to wear a mask? And lastly, we'll be talking about all about the eyes. So we'll be looking at techniques for enhancing your eyes for the holidays, especially.
Hi.
Hi there.
How are you?
I'm good.
This is Bree. She is my model, and she's also a New York City certified esthetician. So she's going to be giving us some tips on skincare and stuff.
So
like
tell us what you're first going to start with out of your whole list of beauty tips that you're going to be telling us about today.
So we always start with skin, right? So before we do anything, we have to make sure that the skin is really, really hydrated and is treated. So Bree, why don't you tell us about your skin and what you did today so that you could prep your skin for makeup application?
Okay, so I started with a cleanser. I used Fenty Beauty's cleanser. And then I go in with a rose toner after from Beauty Strike after I tone my face so that the products can absorb properly into the skin. I transition into a serum. I use peptides also from Beauty Strike. And after that, I use cleanse, tone, peptide, moisturizer. I use a cran peptide moisturizer from Face Reality. It's really hydrating. Hydrating is big because you don't want to put the makeup on and then it doesn't give the right texture you want.
Absolutely.
Right. So after you hydrate, then I use sunscreen because I was outside. I use a sunscreen from Beauty Strike as well. And then from there, I glow like this.
Yes.
Ready.
So when I go in with a client, and if you're getting ready for event makeup, I try to make sure that they are going through their whole entire skincare regime before you sit them to my table. So then I'm just going to go in with just a little bit of toner just to freshen it up. And then I can go in with like a little more moisturizer if I see that they need it, or, go into colors. So we're going to start with that. So she's already gone through her skincare routine. And then I'm going to go in with some rose water just to freshen it up a little bit. And my favorite moisturizer, oil of Olay as well. Do you guys have any questions?
The hydration thing, I absolutely know. And especially as I get older, for sure, it's even more important. So totally got it.
Yeah. And I think it was nice to hear back the order of steps because I never know the sunscreen. Like, do I put it first? Do I put it last? So thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome. I can give you a little tip on that. You want to put products on your skin from thinness to thickness. So your sunscreen is typically the thickest product. You want to put that on last because it's going to create a barrier.
Interesting.
That's a good rule of thumb.
So now I'm just going in with the moisturizer. And then also during the fall, our lips get really dry. So I always like to go in with a lip mask. And I'm going to go and do that after. Just putting all the product around.
Feels like a little massage.
You like to give like your skin a little bit of massage, some nice self-love tips that we can start off our day with, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to go in with Dr. Paw Paw. This is their lip mask. I get it from Ulta. It's really affordable and it's so wonderful. It gets the lips really nice and hydrated.
Is that nice to put on before lipstick too? Because like as I'm getting older, I notice the lipstick settles into the creases. Will that help kind of prevent that from happening?
Absolutely.
That's a good call out. I was just telling Dominique that I'm not the biggest lipstick wearer for that reason, very much so.
Well, right now she's nice, freshly moisturized, right? And then after we talk about skincare, we always like to go in and color correct, right? So with every skin tone, we have a little bit of discoloration that we can always see like underneath the eyes, around the nose, around the lips, right? So you can always do your color correction with your foundation color, but sometimes with darker skin, it's better to go in with like something that's orangey or red just to cancel those colors out. So I'm going in with a light concealer and it has like an orange tone to it. And I'm just gonna put it on my palette. And I'm going to go through and I'm just going to spot where I see a little bit of discoloration. So there's always going to be a little bit right here, right here, right here. And one of the main things that we're learning after COVID and quarantining and whatnot, that less is more, right? So we want to make your makeup routine super simple, and we're not like just splattering on foundation everywhere, which was the trend, the Instagram trend for a while, right?
Yes.
So I'm just using a latex-free sponge, and I'm just going in with the and I'm just going in gently, and I hope that you can see the difference a little bit in the
Yeah,
camera.
absolutely.
That how it just brightens her up. And it was just, you saw, it was just very little placement, right?
Yeah, makes a big difference.
So before I can do anything with any face, I really can't do anything until I get like a nice foundation with her brows, right? And so with your brows, now we're not doing that harsh, like detailed, defined brow. We're trying to keep it very natural, right? So I'm going to go in with a pencil, but it's very feathery, has like very powder-like feel, and it's from NYX.
Yeah, it was nice to learn about the color correcting, because I tend to like just put it all over my nose because I get so red right there, but I feel like, am I doing this right? Because sometimes it doesn't blend well, so it's nice to know.
If you have like the red, you're getting red issues around your nose, the greatest way to do that is to color correct with some green. I know it might be frightening with the green, but if you're just dabbing it into those specific spots and blending it out and then just putting a little bit of foundation over there, it will make the difference.
Oh,
Like
cool.
if you have a combination of like dark, maybe under here, but you also have like some light things too, do you use the same product?
No. So if I just go after the ones that are really noticeable, right? Because your foundation should take care of those lighter parts.
Okay.
Right. So most noticeable places are always going to be your eyes, around your nose, and around your mouth. And especially now that we've been wearing masks all the time, that mask discoloration and getting zits around there is definitely going to need some color correcting. What are you guys excited about for the fall?
Fashion.
Yes, the accessories, like the scarves and the hats, right?
Yeah.
Jackets.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that is the one thing. Even though summer is going to come to an end, you know, it will be fun to change our clothes and, you know, start to change things up. So
Yeah.
Go close up and you can see the difference in the brow. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So we just filled it in, and that's just with a light pencil. And then I'm just going back through with this disposable mascara wand just to lighten up the front. Another tip that you can do is use 2 different colors with your brows. So you can use a lighter brown if your hair color is darker, you're going to use a lighter brown and then a darker brown towards the tail end. I'm just going to go around the camera so we can get the other side. And Brie has amazing brows, by the way. So it's very easy to do.
They're gorgeous.
I do wax and tweeze my brows. That's my hair method removal.
What do you prefer, waxing or tweezing?
I like to wax that perimeter, and then when I get closer to the shape, I just remove the few hairs, because it's one hair can make such a big difference.
I realized that during COVID, somebody was, you know, giving me some instruction about cleaning up my brows, and I was scared to do that myself, you know, during this whole time. And she's like, just be very careful, do one, step back, look at it, you know, make sure, because one makes a big difference.
Yeah, that's good advice.
Is there anything on that mascara wand, or is it just?
No, it's completely clean.
Okay.
And this is a regular mascara wand that you can find either at CVS or at Amazon. So you see how those brows
They pop.
just made
Yeah.
the biggest difference?
I look awake now.
So we already brightened up some of that discoloration, and we have the brows so we can have that nice base and foundation for us to work with, right? Because I feel like once you have brows on, you already kind of look like you have makeup on, and you just put on a little concealer and you can just be out the door.
Especially if you're wearing a mask, right?
Exactly. Brows, mascara, and concealer, and you're good to go.